calm down, calm down. I know there's a lot of exclamation points on my screen. I'll get to that, but I have to talk to you guys about Street Fighter Duel. A lot of you guys have been coming to me and talking to me about it. It's available on iOS and Android, and yes, I've been playing it since release, and today we are sponsored to show you guys this, so thank you so much to Street Fighter Duel for sponsoring us. If you guys see anything in this video that makes you happy, makes you want to download it, get you in the fighting spirit, click the link in the description below. It helps out the channel and it'll get you access to the game. So whether you are a big fan of the Street Fighter series or you don't even know anything about it, you're going to want to know how the characters and fighters in the game work and what's available. So for me, we got Chun-Li, we got Cammy, we got Poison, and then we got to have the bro behind him, Mad Ryu. Okay, that's going to be my main squad that I use in a lot of the fights. And my strongest characters are going to be Chun-Li and Cammy. They're the ones I got some dupes of, and they're also the ones that I just wanted to make stronger. From what I understand in the meta tier list, they're really powerful, and they look amazing, and they're really cool. So I just want to show you guys a little bit about the character progression as well. Get you a little taste so you know what you're going to be getting into. All characters can have equipment, including Fighting Spirit, and Fighting Spirit are going to be like really cool effects that you can put on each of the characters. And the equipment themselves is going to be, you know, they have random stats that you can level up, make your unit more powerful, and the equipment will be dependent on what type of fighter and possibly, you know, fighting style, like agility here for Chun-Li. To level up your character, you will need 3 different types of currencies, and they range from money, what is this? What do they call it here? Cash, to fighter experience. It looks like a little can of energy drink, and then the breakstones. The breakstones are going to be the big important one. As you level up your character, the breakstones, when you get to that certain point where it's going to be a big deal, you're going to have to use breakstones. Be careful about using these. These are very important. Each character is going to have 4 skills. We're going to have a super ability like you guys are used to, shooting that out. We'll talk about the combat system eventually. We have a passive that can really help the character out, and then they'll have certain combo moves. And in this game, you're going to use a super into a combo 1, 2, and then 3, and you'll see how that works. You can see that Chun-Li here has a combo 2 and a combo 3, so when we set up our combo, she's going to be able to do that. And there are the moves that you're used to seeing Chun-Li with, which is actually pretty sick. One of the aspects I love about Street Fighter Duel is that you guys really need to work on 4 characters, and they have the limit break system where you can put other fighters in. And this is a system we've seen before, but it's just, I love seeing it in a game like this. You can see that my top fighter right now, or my lowest top fighter, is going to be Mad Ryu, and he's at 120. So if I would level Mad Ryu up to 121, all of my fighters I put down here will go to 121. And that allows you to have a large library of fighters at your disposal, because there are elemental battles in this. There are certain CCs you want to use. The more fighters you have, the better that are ready. So I need to get Mad Ryu up, and you can unlock more spaces, as you can see, for more fighters down the line as you get more and as your collection grows. But we know one of the biggest draws in this game, in any gacha game, is going to be the gacha portion. They have it set up like an arcade machine. The characters select. You are going to be using arcade coins to make it happen, which I think is kind of, it's so cute. It's cute. And there are a ton of characters for you guys to get your hands on. If you guys want to look at all the characters when you download the game, using the link in the description below, you can go here and check them out. The 4 like really rare characters are going to be Rose, Jin, M. Bison, and Jury, and you can see their rates are pretty low. So if you get one of those, that's like a dark and light element type of unit, you are going to be super pumped. M. Bison is absolutely broken. If you get him, you got to stick with the game for the rest of your life, because I've been trying. But we're going to do a little pull here in this video just to show you guys what's up. So I'm going to put my coins in, and then it randomizes the character select, and we hope it gets us a... Okay, I'm learning if it's a good pull or not. Okay, so we didn't get something there, but we still got 3 10 pulls, and you know what? We have to try to get us a good pull here. Let's check this one out. Let's go. Okay, not that time either. Come on, baby. We got to do it for this video. Big. Okay, I heard the sound. I heard the sound. It was a good sound. What do we end up getting? Oh, a Dudley! Let's go! Boxer Boy Dudley! Nice! So that's how the gacha system is going to work. They also have a friend recruit summon that you can use friends to summon with, and they have a faction recruit. And what this allows you to do, and soon they're going to have an event with like on banner people, I'm assuming, but this is just the beginning of the game. You can switch between different factions, and that will narrow what you can pull down. Like, so if I pick the fire faction, you can see my recruits become more narrow, right? So for me, you saw what characters I love to use. That's going to be on this side, and I can get myself a dupe of Cammy, or a dupe of Chun-Li, or B. Zangief is amazing, and you'll see there's a Zangief. There's also a B. Zangief, which is kind of cool. They put little spins on the characters, you know, have different characters with different abilities. But that's going to be the gacha system for now, and like I said, I'm sure with events coming up, we're going to have even more options moving forward. Alright, so you're getting set up for combat. The screen looks crazy. Let me break it down for you. So you're going to have a team front to back. The first 3 fighters are going to be the ones that are actually in the combat with you, the ones that you're actually going to control for the most part. Your back support unit here can be swapped out at any point to come in, and they can be used during your combos, which we'll talk about. These units up top here are used to just buff the units up front. That's all they're used for. So if I would switch Chun-Li back there, she wouldn't be in my team anymore, but this is used to buff the characters down below, and you have 2 options for that. Looking at the top left, we do have big moves that you guys are going to have access to in the fight. You guys can unlock these. These are EX moves. You can unlock them throughout the game. These are the 3 that I have unlocked so far, and they do turn the tide of battle pretty well. Like this one with Sakura on it heals your team up pretty good, and you can level these up. So that's been a big lifesaver for me. It is important, though, that if you want to auto, we're not going to auto in this fight, but this game does have auto. You can set up the different combo. The customization in this is so amazing. So like I talked about, there's a combo 1, 2, and 3, and then you have your super that you want to use at the beginning, right? The super combo start. So for me, I like Chun-Li to use her super because she's really strong, but you can modify this. Like, instead of having Zangief do his AoE, Zangief do his AoE, I can have Elena do her heal. But in this case, I want her to use her buff next, so we're going to go... again, look at all these options. Like, you can click any of these, and then you can also change who does their super combo to start it off. It's just a ton of options, and you can save these presets. You can work on it really hard. This right here, I want to show you guys. It looks like a lot on the screen. When I saw this, I was like, oh my god, I'm never going to understand this. This means that if you can just read this. Use 2 fighters from the same faction, you get a buff. 3 fighters from the same faction, you get a better buff. 4 fighters from the same faction, you get a buff. 4 and 2, you get the biggest buff. So as you can see here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 wind and 2 lightning, right? Perfect. That gets me the maximum buff I can get. You can see that's filled up. We're good to go here. Now, this fight we may encounter here is going to be pretty strong. I may not be able to take it down, but we're going to try to. And I'm going to try my best to explain the combat while I do it. All right, so we're going to take it down to, we're going to put it on manual, and we're going to take it down to a 1-time speed. So we're going to go ahead and use our AoE with Chun-Li. Then I'm going to go with the AoE of Zangief. I'm going to put my buff up, so you got to chain it together, and then I'm going to do my single target AoE. I'm going to use one of my EX moves right now. It's causing some missiles to come in from the sky. Zangief is down. That's pretty bad. Go ahead and use Chun-Li to try to CC lock him. Put a little hill on top of us. We'll use Cammy here for a single target, and then Chun-Li. Hopefully we get the kill here. I'm going to activate my heal. You can see that my heroes got healed up, my fighters. This is a tough fight for me. I'm punching above my weight belt here, but we might be able to pull it off. Get him, Chun-Li! Get her! Rose goes down. Okay, so that was a lot for you guys to handle. Because it was a lot going on, but you could see that I could choose which. You can see my bar was filling up for my super combo, and that's very important. At the beginning, every character has speed, going to determine how the fight goes, and the combo meter will fill up, and then once your super is filled up, then you can start your chain off. So as I was doing it manually, you know, we got to pick whatever order we wanted to go in. Look at Rose and Ken. Ken's my favorite, by the way. But sadly, they don't have a super awesome OP Ken in the game yet, but they will. They will. But you can see that you can choose and split up what you want to do. So, for example, in that fight, I wanted Elena to do her defensive capability, her defensive buff. So I went with Zangief on my combo 1 and then into Elena for my combo 2 for the defense. But later, I needed to heal. So I used Elena as my combo 1, and that's her heal. And again, if you need to understand this better, you can look at different characters. They have different combos, different abilities, but you can see that this is a heal here, and it's a buff if she's doing the combo part to number 2. And you can't go back to back. Like, I can't go Zangief, 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 because they're like on a cooldown for a little bit. But you can go like Cammy into Zangief, into Elena, into Cammy again. Do you see how that works? So the combat's, honestly, it's pretty in-depth, and the ability to interrupt and combo your opponent out of their combos is pretty slick. And it's got a lot of in-depth stuff in it. So you can see I was punching above my weight. This is my fighter, like, power, like what they assess my team's strength to be and what the opponent's is. But it can be broken. You can do a lot better than that if you can time up your stuff right. So, I want to talk about the different modes you guys have. There are guilds in the game. I'm in a guild right now. I picked a random one that I went through, but you guys will have a daily donation you guys can do in the guild. You can go with the free currency or the premium currency being the gems. You guys will have different guild things you guys can do. Like, this is a guild boss you can fight 2 times a day, help your guild out, get guild currency. If we go to explore, there is going to be a city where you guys are going to fight through, and every 2 days, you can max it out and get the best rewards. And it is going to be like a system where when you go in, you have different buffs you can get as you fight. So you have decisions as you go down this grid. And you see these are my battle boosts. So some of these decisions I've chosen, there's like 3 options. I've chosen to make my fighter stronger by picking these. And they range from crit damage up, healing up, slowing down the enemy, making your team stronger. And all these decisions led me into this gold battle with Bison that is really tough for me right now. For some reason, I can't take him down. But hopefully I can do it before the timer resets. And then we have the Supreme Fist, which is going to be a tower-like system where you just keep fighting over and over, and it's one-time rewards, but they're good rewards, and you go up to the top as high as you can go. That's pretty fun. We can go to Arena, and there's so many different types of arenas. We have Normal Arena, where you go in and you fight a team. So we can go ahead and show you guys this here now. So I'll pick a team that, I'm going to stomp a little bit, and I got Mad Ryu in on this one, but that's okay. And then you just pick the team you're going to fight. And again, I'm assessing this off of my strength that I'm going to be able to whoop them. And it is, you could do, it's over. So that's how quick it goes. It has a high time speed. But you can do this, I think, 3 to 4 times a day. And then sometimes you can get more of that depending on your dailies. And then they have an actual arena where, like, this is like it matches you against someone, like in real time. And you fight in real time, which is pretty sweet. It takes a little bit more time because it doesn't have that, it is not as quick as that auto one we just did. But it's still really fun. And they have different modes. Like right now they have a draft mode where you would go in here and they would like actually like these are the characters I drafted. I know I'm going over a lot, guys, but I just want to show you guys what the game has to offer. There's a ton of characters and fighters for me to draft, and that's how I ended up getting, M. Bison. This guy's OP. But we got him in the draft, and then from that draft, you actually go back and forth picking characters against each other, and then you fight. And this is just a game mode that I'll have every once in a while. It's not always up, but you guys can do, which is a fun one. There are friends. Again, you guys can add me if you want. I have all my friends on here. This is how you get those friendship summons and stuff. You just take these, and I quick accept them, take them all. But yeah, it's got a ton of options to it. You always feel like you're progressing somehow. Your fighters are getting stronger, your account's getting stronger, you're moving forward, and you're learning the game a little bit by bit. And it's not just about making, like, I know that I want these characters stronger to make all my other ones with the limit break system stronger, but some of these people have CC moves, or I need an elemental advantage. I'm going to have to build an elemental team. So you're going to have a lot to work on when you get this game. So thank you again to Street Fighter Duel for sponsoring us. Click the link in the description below if you want to try this out. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So if you did, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you are playing this game. I want to know what you guys are working on. Subscribe for future content, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.